Hey everybody, guess what? It is time for Tuesdays. HSN Gets Crafty with yours truly. I'm Suzanne Reddian. Hi! How's all my crafting cuties? Hi guys! I'm so excited, of course, to be here. I will tell you, it is absolutely pouring the rain outside right now. So if I end up having webbed feet before the night's over, I will let you know. I'll definitely post that. But anyway, so the weather's crazy, but we're all together and we're gonna have a great night tonight. I'm super pumped because one of our all-time favorites, Tony's gonna be joining us with Stamps by Me, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kits we're gonna feature tonight. You're gonna be blown away. Stamps by Me is truly one of the favorites. And if you are members of our HSN Gets Crafty with Suzanne Facebook group, you'll see tons of gals post from Stamps by Me. And they're really inspirational. The kits are really fun tonight. We actually have a cool magazine we're gonna talk about. I mean, it's just jam-packed, so we've got a lot to get to. So what I'm gonna do is kind of explain what the show is. I'll do some comments, but because we have so much good things from Tony and she's totally ready to demo tons of ideas, then I do wanna get to a little faster tonight. So I'll just have to do a few comments because I definitely wanna get on board and get all this creativity going. All right, if you're a first timer, I want to welcome everybody over on YouTube. We have hundreds of you who join us over on YouTube every night. If you're a first timer on Facebook or YouTube, please write first timer in your comments. We do monitor Facebook so I can see that and ask questions or comments if you love Stamps by Me, you love Tony, you love their designs. We'd love to interact with you guys. You're what makes this all possible, and you're the most important thing about what we do every Tuesday night. So if you're a first timer, please note first timer, and we're really going to try to highlight that. Even when I start talking to Tony, I still like to shout those out. What's the show about? Well, it's very different than what we do on the air. On the air, it can be very frustrating for you, and especially for me, and for the guests, quite frankly, because we have to just rip through things so fast, because everybody wants to see a lot of product, and we have a lot to get to. Here, we get to slow down. I still talk fast, but we definitely get to slow down, and you really get an in-depth look. And just so you'll know, all the products you're seeing tonight are really limited. They're brought in for Tuesday night only. So if you're interested in buying it, pretty soon you're gonna see a scan code up here and we'll give you item numbers. Another big note is 5 flex on everything ends at midnight tonight. So this is huge, and I'm definitely pointing out the 5 flex options for every single kit, how much that's gonna be. So get that credit card out, use our flex pay. There's our storefront. You go there, and we have a whole dedicated area just to this Tuesday night show. So you can see items from past weeks and past months if they're still available. And of course, you'll see all of Tony's stuff in there as well. All right, let me do some comments, and then we are going to get busy because we got so much to get through tonight. So welcome to everybody. First off, it's Debbie's here. She's the very first one on with us tonight. Jennifer's here from Tennessee. Donna's from New Jersey. Sue says, hello, Suzanne. Love the name. We've got Patty in the house from Dubois, Iowa. She joins us many times. Jessica from Southern Illinois. We've got Norma joining us from California. We also have Marjorie. She says, hi, Crafting Cuties from Pennsylvania. Adam's in the house. Hello, Adam. He says, hello, Suzanne. Carol's from Plantation, Florida. We have Lori's watching us. Adam says, Suzanne, you're looking just wonderful and lovely tonight. Well, thank you, Adam, very much. Because it was raining, I did this. Just makes it easy. All right, Sue said, I spent so much on HSN's Laugh Craft Day. You're tempting me. I will tempt you. I'm just going to warn you. You will be very tempted tonight. I know it. And I want you all to stick around to see the magazine collection, because I think in terms of stunningly great value, especially those of us who are idea junkies, that one is incredible. So you got to stay to see that one. So yes, indeed, Miss Sue, I will tempt you. I hope I do. Patricia, hi, Suzanne and Tony from Staten Island, New York. So excited for Tony. We all are. I love Tony. Pamela's joining us because Tony is here. Lori says, good evening from very wet Robert Lee, Texas. Maybe it's the same storms we're having there in Texas. Let's see. Rayanne says, hi from Minnesota. Sue is joining us from mid-Hudson Valley, New York. She's a first-timer. Hi. Over on YouTube, we have Betty joining us. She's a first-timer. Dieta is her first time here. Shannon is a first-timer, and Nancy's a first-timer. Look at you YouTubers over there having at it. I love it. We have Jacqueline joining us from Missouri. Carletta's in the house. We have Rita from Vero Beach, Florida. Lori's a first-timer. Hi, Lori. We have Kimberly Hyrum from Walla Walla, Washington. Kimberly, Carletta, a lot of you guys have been very long time viewers and cuties from way back, so I'm so happy when I see you guys back with us. Lisa says, good evening from Minnesota. We have Trish says, hi from Massachusetts. Connie is from Rhode Island. Gloria from Tulsa, Oklahoma. We have Anna from Houston, Texas. Elaine, can't wait from Orlando, Florida. She's a neighbor. We have Carla from Arkansas. We have Jennifer, Montana. Cynthia from Lady Lake, Florida. Karen says, hi from Wisconsin. We have Cloris joining us from Virginia. We have Dana joining us from Michigan. We We have Lynette, hi from beautiful Massachusetts. Betty Ann's joining us from New Jersey. We have Peggy from Indianapolis. Donna is a first timer. Welcome, Donna. We love having you. Okay, I can't believe it, but I actually am caught up on the comments. I know there's a ton of you guys joining us too, both on YouTube and Facebook. So just keep putting comments in there, guys. Hearts, loves, whatever. I love to hear it and we'll try to get to it. But that's kind of awesome because usually I'm so far behind on the comments that I have to get the finger from Duet. Speaking of Duet, it's a Duet outfit check-in tonight. Come on, Duet. You gotta come out and show what you're wearing. This is Duet. He's my producer, director. He's everything, quite frankly. Without this handsome gentleman, nothing would happen. Hi, Duet. Look at you. Oh, it's Pac-Man.
It is Pac-Man.
Oh, please. Okay, that's so cute. I was pretty good at Pac-Man back in the day. Not so much now. You guys played it and loved it, and now not really good. Okay, very good. So a couple things to note. Next Tuesday night, we're at 8 p.m. Yay, we're at our traditional time, which is great. Don't forget, everything is 5 flex tonight. Take advantage of it because that's the way you spread your payments out over 5 months, but the stuff ships right away, which we love. Also, DeWitt has a new thing we're doing next week. It's Facebook group Spotlight starts next week, which is going to be fun because he is creating vignettes of many of you who are avid posters on our HSN Facebook group. It's HSN Gets Crafty with Suzanne. If you haven't joined, please do. And you might be the next person featured in a longer feature. I always do shout outs of the stuff I see because I'm always on there liking and loving and that kind of thing. But we're going to actually take a little bit more of an in-depth look at some of you guys who are actually posting a lot on our Facebook page. So post away, guys. It might be you next time. All right, so let's do this. We're going to feature my folks this week. We start off with Patricia. All these are stamps by me. If you go online, you will see lots of different designs. Look how gorgeous that is. She said, made this card using stamps by me. It's your day. Lamination stamp. I love using Tony's lamination stamps because it makes me look like an artist, and I'm definitely not one. Well, you darn well wouldn't know it from there. So congratulations, Patricia. That is gorgeous. All right, Betty, she's getting a little spooky with us. Look at that raven. And this is what you're going to find tonight, too. Tony's stamps are very distinct and absolutely stunning. They'll blow you away. And we've got lots of stamp kits. We've got dies coming up tonight. So Hocus Pocus, Betty is getting in that Halloween mood. And look how spooky and fun that is. I love the torn technique. That's one of my favorite things. When in doubt, tear it out. That's what I always say. If you want to add texture and interest to a boring card, it always helps. And then, by the way, she inked the edges on that too, which is pretty cool. That's another very easy technique that actually really gives you a lot of wow without needing a lot of experience. All right, then finally we have Miss Jennifer. She said, stamps by me from the Hocus Pocus set, another Hocus Pocus. Look how cool that one is. Very fun set. Bats are iridescent mirrored cardstock. The glitter paste on pumpkin eyes. I watercolored the cat eyes and named her Esmeralda. That's fantastic. Great job, Jennifer. I love that. All right, so there we go. You might be the lucky one to be the in-depth feature next week, or I'll just pick some and feature you anyway as we get into the show. All right, got more people coming on board. We have Kimberly here. Catherine, she loves, love craft. Janet's in the house. Donna's in the house. We have Linda here. We also have Alice. Kimberly is here, first timer on YouTube with you. Hi, Kimberly. Jacqueline loves the cat. Okay, so lots of great comments. And you know what, DeWitt, I think wait, let me see if I can figure it out. I screw up this thing all, I don't know what I did. Watch video. Oh, I got it back on my own. It's a new, I'm so tech. I'm just so tech. All right. Oh, it's funny. Kimberly, she said, I've been here since November 1st of 2023. Oh, good. That's cool from last year. Oh, I've been ready since November. Jennifer's so nice. Oh, Jennifer said, you're so nice. Thanks for showing Esmeralda. You're very welcome. And Terrell's joining us from Maryland. All right, well, let's do it. So Tony is the founder and the head creative with Stamps by Me. And she actually joins us from England. And usually when they join us from England, it's got to be like 1 in the morning or something like that. And so I always appreciate all of our friends who join us from England on the show. And indeed, she's here from her studio, live from England. We love Miss Tony, and we, of course, love Stamps by Me. Hi, Tony. Welcome.
Good morning.
What time is it officially there?
It's about 1:15 in the morning.
Oh, I was pretty close. Okay, I kind of got that right. Well, as you know, I really do appreciate you're here. We've got tons to go through, so girl, we're just gonna jump into the first kit if you don't mind. I would love you to give us a little history. I'll show the kit and then maybe a little history about Stamps by Me and how you guys really differentiate yourself from all the other crafting companies out there. And then here's the first kit though, so you guys can get ordering on it. This one's super cute, and we'll go to my overhead, thank you, do it. It's called Enchanted Bow Card Making Kit. Now I'm getting ready to play with this one, so what you're gonna be able to do, and Tony will do it in depth, is you're gonna be able to make bows and bows and bows out of basically any kind of thing you can think of. You're getting stamps. This is really cool. I can't wait for Tony to show this because this is actually what's called enchanted tags. So we'll talk about that. You get these awesome little stamps for your tags or your regular projects. And then they've also included, this is 5x7 design paper. Please remember, when everybody overseas does paper, I call it A+ paper because it's thicker and it's very much like a great cardstock. You get 75 pages and 25 different designs in this really gorgeous palette. All right, so I'm going to throw it to you, Tony, so you can kind of show us what we're going to do with this one. And again, please tell us a little bit more about Stamps by Me.
Of course, thank you so much, Suzanne. So I absolutely love doing these shows with Suzanne because, like she says, it's a great opportunity to show you in depth because I cannot breathe in those 8 minutes that we get. I'm like, so the opportunity to show you in depth what I can actually do and what we can achieve with our products. So these are basically the 75 sheets that Suzanne just showed you, and they're really ethereal. They tell a story, very magical in design, and they can be used throughout the whole year. So 25 designs. 75 sheets, totally uncoated. So if you want to stamp onto them, you totally can. And I just saw there that Suzanne is actually going to die cut some of these papers with those incredible bows. So you get the full paper pack, the bows, and the stamps that sit beautifully on the tags as well. So I'm going to just show you what I'm going to do with a quick bow. But whilst I'm doing that, because I've already gone ahead and pre-cut them, because I know if you leave Suzanne for 5 minutes, she's in her own little world crafting because she's just like us, you know. If you just leave her, she just disappears and crafts and does wonderful things. So while she's doing her little bit of magic, I will tell you a little bit of a story whilst I ink blend these bows. So we have the 3 bows that are die cut from this system here. So you get the ribbon border, the 3 bows, and then the center. And I've just gone ahead of time and I've cut the 3 and the center here. And I'm just going to add some ink to give it that pop of dimension. So I'm just going to go with a teal coloured ink pad here, and I'm going to go light to dark. So whilst I had a bit of ink on here, so Stamps by Me, we are a family company, UK based, and we have been on UK TV for 13 years coming up this month. And we've been on HSN for over 2.5 years now. And we just love to share the love of craft. It's all about the inspiration for us at Stamps by Me. We are live most days here in our wonderful studio, and we just love to be creative, whether it's with our products or any other lovely brand that you love. And we're live on Monday nights using all of the products that we sell to you on HSN. But what did I do before this? So before this, I was actually a police officer, so was my partner. And we decided to give it up for glitter and glue. It's a great story, right?
That's great.
But we never looked back, though. We never looked back. And it's just grown from strength to strength. And now we get lots of lovely airtime with Suzanne on the craft events and the days. And we get the opportunity to do these wonderful Facebook lives with you all as well. So I am eternally grateful because the opportunities with HSN and Suzanne are incredible. So thank you very much. So I'm just going to show you very quickly this bow and how it goes together. So I just popped some ink on there so you can go light to dark. And then what happens when you start to build your bow is you start to get this wonderful 3D dimension. So I'm just going to pop some tape in here. Now you could do a multicolored bow. You could cut the papers. You could do whatever you want to. There's no rules with our craft here at Stamps by Me. We love you to be creative, and if it's putting a smile on your face whilst you are creating, that makes me very happy. So I'm just going to pop that down there. I'll probably lift those little legs up a little bit to give it some dimension. And then the center part here, just going to really tap with some darker colour to make it a little bit darker. And then we'll pop a little bit of tape under here. Now, you could use pads if you like to raise your designs, but this makes a wonderful, like, large bow. So if you wanted to make like a present effect, I'll show you some samples in a second. You absolutely could make like a wrapped present design because you do get these lovely pre-cut ribbon legs as well. So if you wanted to add dimension on these two, just go around the edges, add some detail, and do all. You could cut them several times. I'll just show you here. I have already got one pre-made, but I just wanted to show you the system as a whole because it is just simply as easy as A, B, and C. And then when you pop it onto your ribbon, look what happens here. So we have
awesome.
our bow, our lovely tag with the word, and then our ribbon strip here. But this is where it gets really creative, where we add our papers into the collection for you all so you can create really magical looking cards. So if you take a white card blank, and this is the paper from the collection, wonderful, it looks watercolor, it's so beautiful, they're incredibly stunning, our paper pads. So pop our paper on there like so, and then if you pop your bow just down by the side here, like so, you can create the wonderful sort of 3D dimension, and you could do the bow flat if you wanted to. So you could totally tie the card together there, but look what happens when you change up the colour, guys. So if we change it up with the bow in the corner, with some darker, deeper tones, and these are the banners with the words and the tags.
Pretty.
What about just popping one in the centre here? If you like a bit of sparkle, we've totally got you covered. Look at this one with the sparkle on there. And then if you like to colour with pens and pencils and markers, you could do a bow. What about a triple bow card? So you've got 3 on there. And then cut from your pattern papers in your stash. You'll all have a ton of paper. We all love paper, right? We like to stroke it. We don't ever like to use it. So this bow is going to encourage you to start using all of the wonderful bows. But this is the present effect. So if you take a piece of paper, do a panel at the top, panel in the centre, then add that bow, it looks like a wrapped present as well. And there we go. There's the one that I've just done, and I can hear Suzanne is clinking away.
I am
building
clinking
her
away
bow.
over here with you. Well, and so what I did, as you were mentioning too, is I took and wanted to use some of the paper. So what happens here is you'll see as I start to play with mine, and she was talking about this earlier, just being able to take the paper. You know how sometimes you're just like, where did that one go? Oh, it's still stuck in there. Anyway, which I think was kind of fun because the paper gives you so many backgrounds to choose from, Tone.
Yeah, and the other thing as well is, if you like the watercolour feel background, guys, but are a little bit like fearful to do it, look at these backgrounds in here. So you can mop up the ink, you can make it as if it's a true watercolour finished masterpiece. But look at this, it doesn't say much, but the artistry is absolutely beautiful. So all you need to do, if you want to, is add a sentiment, and you have 75 incredible looking cards. I'll just show you a few more of the designs because they're really pretty. Now you just add some sparkle to here. Now they do not have to be for Christmas. They could be for fall. They could be for Father's Day, for those gents cards. I mean, that's just a beautiful watercolour wash. And if you take the bow, I know the colour doesn't quite match, but if I'd have done a grey bow, we could have had a gents card immediately from that one as well. And then we have the stag and the cabin. And some, now these are like the bleaching effect where we hit the ink with some water and mop it up. That looks like that too. So hard work's been totally taken out of it for you. Look at that snowflake in the centre there. And I'll just show you the rest of the designs. There's so many. Look at this one. So beautiful. Don't need to do a lot. If you just took this one here and took that lovely die cut tab banner that Suzanne spoke about, where you get the two sizes look and you get the sentiments, you could absolutely just pop a twine ribbon bow or a bow that matches, and then pop your sentiment underneath, and you have adorable cards, or maybe up the other corner too. So play around with the designs. Now I will tell you the size of the bow. So if you're wondering, well, what size is the bow, Tony? The bow is about 3.5 inch wide and 3 inch tall. So it's a good size bow, and it works beautifully with A2. It doesn't get lost on a 5x7 either. And they cut beautifully also as well. And you get that 3D layer dimension, but you don't have to use all 3 layers if you don't want to. But the 3 layers are there to aid and assist you in getting that lovely dimensional realism in the bow. It really does look like that flowing ribbon on there too. The one that I really like in my sample. is the one that's been coloured in a red ink, just in a pen. So super, super simple.
Oh gosh, that's pretty. That's really gorgeous. Okay, so guys, I want to show you what I'm doing here just as a little tip as well. So here's what I did. As again, I took 2 sheets of the paper that comes with it. Remember, this is beautiful cardstock. Here's the bow I made. Guys, it's 1, 2, 3. It couldn't be easier, right? So there's the bow. But here's a little tip for you. How many of us have a gazillion rolls of washi tape? So here's what I did was I took this beautiful gold and I actually layered it on here in stripes. If you can see what I'm doing. We can go to the close-up if you don't mind, DeWitt. I just want to say, so get all that washi tape out that we have tons of. And actually, I'm going to create with this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually cut my bow out using all that washi tape. So it's going to give it a really cool effect. So think about that when you're using these. All the different colors, you know, obviously Tony has shown us so many cool ideas, and I'm not going to cut the whole thing out, I'm just going to do a couple layers. But again, get all that stuff that we collect and we have so much of, and think about maybe creating something really different, because Tony, your dyes are beautiful. They're such great quality. They're going to cut through some nice thickness. And so once again, I'm going to pop this out so you guys can see at least part of the bow, although I'm not going to finish the whole thing. But, oh, come on, come on. Come on, there you go, little fella. Look what happened. Okay, guys.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and imagine if I did this in a couple different colors and I chose maybe I want to do black as part of the bow. So it'd be black and then it'd be using the washi tape as the gold. So I hope that's a fun little trick for you guys, because you know, I don't know about you, Tony, but I have so much washi tape, and literally I really have a ton of it. But again, look how pretty that starts to build. And just a completely different looking idea. Well, you know what's neat, Tony, about getting your dies is once you have them, like you said, it's bows for life. I mean, you're making bows forever and ever and ever, you know what I mean? And you could do for birthdays, sympathy, you know, gifts, tags. You imagine putting these on a wine bottle, how cute they would be. Like, everybody needs, you can't have enough bows in your life, if you ask me, quite frankly. Can you do me a favor, Tony, though? Can you talk about this little tag die and the stamps to go with it? Because I think this is clever, and I'd love to see how that works.
Yes, of course can. So basically, the tags themselves come together, but they cut as independents. So when you run them through the machine, you get 2 like so. So you get a chunkier one and you get a thin one. And the sentiments have been created in such a way that they fit seamlessly onto that tag. So you haven't got to worry thinking, I've got to go hunting now for a stamp. You absolutely have not, because they all fit seamlessly just on these tags you can see here. So they've all been built beautifully. And I will stamp one on, actually. But like Suzanne said there, you could put the bow and the tags onto a wine bottle. And the gold one that Suzanne's just done there would look incredible for like a black tie event invite or something like that, like a wedding or something like that. If you're really going above and beyond, you know, really get out those sparkly cards and your metallics as well, because they would look awesome. But I think a bow's like a flower. It's a staple in your stash. So if you've got a ton of flowers, you can break them up with a nice bow, whatever you've got. So here we are. I'm just going to very quickly just show you. So I've put the dies together with the stitch detail like so. So when you run it through your machine, you're not going to lose one or the other. They're together, but they do cut as independents like so. So let's stamp here, 'Tis the season to be jolly. Like so on that one. Imagine this in your craft coloured cards as well, keeping it very traditional if you want to. And may your days be merry and bright. And we'll do this on the bigger one here. And then all you really need to do is maybe just add some ink blending around the edge, grab some twine, add a bow, because we've all got this stuff in our stash, right, that we keep stroking and buying, but actually do we use it? Well, hopefully the kits are going to encourage you to dig. She's laughing. We all know it's true, though.
It is so true.
To dig these things out and utilise them. So if I just grab one of these little samples here with the bow there, if you take the tag then and you just tuck it in underneath, you can see how incredibly beautiful they all work together. But this will be good just on a gift. So throw your card to your gift so it all matches. So maybe the small one on your card if you wanted to, and then the bigger one onto a gift. So that is as easy as ABC. And in the die set, you get the 4 dies, and it does create that 3.5-inch 3D bow. So you can utilize it on everything.
Okay, guys, Jennifer says papers are stunning. Julie said so pretty. Debbie says beautiful cards. Marla says hi from Orlando. Kimberly says I use my washi tape to hold down my dies when I run them through the machine. I do the exact same thing. Jennifer says great idea on the washi tape. She goes, I have a ridiculous amount. I do. I have this giant bag of washi tape at home. So I was like, anytime I can get it out and use it, but use that technique too. We also have Kathy in the house. Michelle says hi from Tampa. I just jumped on. Hope I didn't miss much. Well, Michelle, good news, that was only kit number 1, so we got to roll on because we have literally 5 big kits we're going to get to tonight. So here's the scoop, that first kit, and remember, you can just love dies because you have them forever. You know, you're going to use them and use them, especially a bow. Like she said, it's just like having flowers. You will always use it. It's $34.95, and with our 5 flex pay only until midnight tonight, it's $6.99 to get the first kit home. All right, second kit up. We're going to go from bows to toes, which I thought was hilarious. It's the small things that make me laugh, Tony, as you know. So bows to toes, guys. Here we go. This is called, of course, Stamps by Me, and this is our Twinkling Toes card making kit. It's $34.95, again, 5 flex tonight only. Now, here's what's really cool about this. Oh, you guys are gonna lose your mind. All right, check it out. You are gonna be able to make skates. I mean, old-fashioned, gorgeous skates and snowflakes and embellishments. So a lot of this you can use even if you never use the skates, but that's the die set first. Then what's really neat is she's included her textures 5x7 paper pad, 15 pages of the texture design. Then this is going to be your sentiments pack, which we'll show you more in just a second. This is the Twinkling Toes leather effect paper. It's 15 pages, 5x7. And then, of course, she's always going to slip in a scan code and information. But look, if we can go to the close-up, I just want you to see how amazing this is. How cool is this? And then you're going to get all the goodies to make these unbelievable skates. So, Tony, I'm going to throw it your way. So let's get busy with this one because it's super cool.
Let's get busy getting busy. Right, so I really love this one. The bows work well on cards with this one as well. So if you've got that one, you might like this one too. So you get, like you say, you get all the dies, embellishments, florals, snowflakes to build a beautiful skate. I am going to make a shaped card with this one because it's just a beautiful technique and it's just going to see through your invites, table placements, name tags, swing tags, bottle tags, everything, okay? So you get the large die in there, so you can see from some of those incredible samples on there. The leather effect papers make it look so real. So you have the whites, excuse mine, I've used mine. You have the whites, the greys, the deeper tones, the traditional ice skate boots, the brown leathers that you would have seen. Absolutely incredible. So you get the leather effect paper. Then you get the texture paper, which is your deep burgundies, your yellowy golds, your greens, your blacks, and your whites. Now, these are going to be for the foliage that's in your die set too, so you haven't got to go hunting, guys. Everything is in the kit. And then you get these insy-wincy tiny little sentiments which fit beautifully in the tops of the ice skates, and you get 3 sheets of these, so you've got a lot to go at. So let me just show you a few samples. So if you are going traditional, plain, ink blending, of course you can do that. But if you do want to jazz it up and go sparkly, then of course you can do that too. There's so many variations of cards here for you to create realistic looking ice skates. So look at this one. So 2 on here, 1 in the grey leather, 1 in the white leather, and that lovely floral embellishment. Team them up with your papers if you want to. So like swing them down as if they're actually hanging from something. Team them up with your sparkly papers. This one's got a lot of sparkle. So if you like sparkle, but again, it is personal preference. Maybe put the skate through one of your embossing folders and make the leather look like it's embossed.
Oh,
so
my
this
gosh,
is a beautiful card.
I love that. Wow.
So I'm gonna do a shaped card, Suzanne, but I do have a video if you want me to show the video.
Sure.
Sure. Are you ready?
Yes.
Get
ready.
ready.
Show the video.
And I'm going to make a nice shaped card for you all.
Okay, good.
So all
Hey,
of
by
those
the way,
questions
and I just wanted to mention that Naughty and Nice, when you saw that elf hat, yes, that one is still coming up tonight and it's available. And I got to get some shout outs. Rhonda says she loves the twinkling toes. Kimberly said, I love the ice skates. Rhonda said the paper in this kit is awesome. Michelle, I need that die cutting machine. What's it called? I am actually using the Diamond Press Marquee. You know what? If we could have Jessica or DeWitt, if you guys could check to see if it's in stock. It's one of my favorites. I have an electronic big machine that I use constantly. It's my Gemini, and then this is the baby is one of my go-to for the quick and easy ones. And it's nice because basically, Tony, I think everything we'll die cut tonight will work through this machine, I believe, won't it? So if you want to pick it up, it is called the Marquise. Yeah, Rhonda loves the kit. Let's see, I want to see. Mikey said, wow. Julie said, oh, too bad there aren't any hockey skates. Oh, maybe next year. They'll work on that next year. Kimberly said the brown skate looks like the skates my grandmother had. This kit is great. Marla says, is this a new die? That's a great question, Tony. So this is brand new for us?
It is. So it came to you exclusive on the Christmas event, and this is like what you said, Suzanne, what's left is left. So hopefully you'll be able to get this one.
Okay, good. Yeah, and again, guys, just all these that you're seeing, if you haven't caught them, they're very limited. I will warn you on that. You know what's really interesting about the skate kit for me is I like that there's so many elements that you can use on a ton of different cards. I mean, just the dies alone, if you just took the skates out, there's all these little snowflakes and fun things to be able to use, so you're not limited just to have to use the skate all the time.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. And whilst you're saying that, Suzanne, you just reminded me. So here are a few examples here of things where we haven't used the skate at all. So we have a little notebook here. And then we have some deck cards using the embellishments and things like that. So, of course, you can absolutely build your own. It doesn't have to be for the holidays. So I'm going to do a shaped card really quick. And it's this one I'm going to do here. So very similar to this one. But basically, I'm going to do a shaped card. So like this with the skate. And then you can have it stand proud on a table. You could have names. You could have placements, parties, swing tags off bags and things like that. You could actually put it on a piece of clear string and pull it across the table if you wanted to. But let's create the card because it's super easy. So the way that I like to do my shaped cards is if you cut two of the large dies here. So I've got two here already pre-cut. And then at the top, I just scored it here. I'm just going to sort of like give it a little bit of a bend and a flex on there. And then I'm just going to add some tape at the top of the score line. And then I'm just going to take the boot and I'm just going to lay it directly on top. Best I can, line it up best I can. And then what's going to happen is when you open the card, you have a hinged card look. Just bend the piece back and then we have a nice freestanding card, which is super easy, right? No faff, cut it twice and stick it together. And then we have our leather effect here. So this is that like oldie worldy, like this person's been skating for a long time. They know what they're doing. They're pros. So let's just go with this on here. So we go with the leather effect paper at the top, just to make it look realistic. We love to create cards that are going to make us look awesome. And then what's next? We have the heel. So the center part here, this is going to connect it all together. So all of these bits and bobs will go through your little machines too. So that's the heel on there. So you just line it up so you can see quite quickly how fast our boot comes together. It's so cool. And then on this one, I've gone with a gold heel. So, this is a silver one. We're going with gold on this one.
Oh, that's great.
Super easy. I would probably just say do a ton of die cuts with the dies, get the dies out, do a ton of blades, a ton of leather, a ton of soles, and then just make a whole bunch. You can even do these together for your crafty communities, whatever you want to do. And
you know what, Tony, I was just thinking of too, if you don't want to use the blade, snip it off and just use the shoe. If you want to do like just a cool shoe card. Yeah. How cool would that be?
Yeah, yeah, you could add like some sparkles and make it into a glittery boot or something, couldn't you?
Yeah, like cowboy boot. You can even pull a cowboy boot off too.
Some tassels.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. A bow.
Hey, really big at the moment, cowboy boot. A bow, well, everything has a bow, right? We have to add a bow on everything. So what we've got here is some of the cute embellishments. So we have this snowflake I've cut in sparkly. I love this cute little bow. Then we have some embellishments, and then we have the cute sentiment. So let's create a lovely floral bouquet at the top of this. So this is like foliage in the back. We've gone with some nice gold sparkle on this one. So let's do it at the top here. And then we'll put some green foliage in it. Now, don't be afraid to add some glitter. If you like a bit of sparkle, use your sparkle pens. You know, really get creative with it. There's no rules. You can make the bouquet as big as you like with these on the top. And if you get the Naughty and Nice hat or the Bell collection, which are all in the show, they all have different foliage. So don't think if you're buying the Bell or the hat, you're going to get the same foliage. They're all different. So you're going to have a lovely mix to work across all of your craft, really. So let's just get some more in here. And then we have just some more foliage. So really pack it out and make it like a really posh boot. And then we have our snowflake, which you could pop a pearl in the center if you wanted to, or push those little legs up to give it some 3D dimension on there too. And we'll stick this in the center here, tie it all together. And then you could pop the little boot anywhere, the little bow. As you can see, I just don't know when to stop. So we'll pop our little bow under there too. So and then we've got our little tag. And then we'll stick our little tag in too, which says, with love. So we'll pop him down here, like so. And there we've got our lovely sort of 3D card that stands proud. Turn it around for you. So that's the one I've just quickly put together there. Super easy. And then the one which is more plain. So you have your own style of whatever you want to do, and you can have two skates going together, or you can just make it so super simple with your embossing folders or your die cuts and things like that. Totally your call. If you like sparkle, that's a sparkly card.
Oh, you know, I got to tell you though, I love the music notes. I think that one's gorgeous.
The one with the music notes. Have I gone past that one?
So pretty. Yeah, you did. It's gorgeous. Okay, Kimberly wants to know, are there additional textured paper pads available as a separate purchase?
No, they come as a creative kit. Okay. Everything you need is in that kit. You do have lots in the kit though, guys, to make a lot of leather boots. I've made sure you've got plenty in there.
Okay, and then Sue just said, I picked up the marquee and the last craft day. I have the mini one, love them both. So do we find out if we have the marquee back in stock? Is it in stock, this machine? We're gonna try to find out, guys, if you're picking it up. Let's see, Lori says, made it, welcome Lori. We need the folders for the DP. I agree, we sold out of the folders yet again, so I know we got to get on that, and I promise. Patricia said, this kit looks great. I have to buy this kit because they used to call my dad Twinkle Toes because he was such a good dancer. I haven't heard that phrase in years. Oh, Patricia, that's so
brilliant.
Sweet. Yeah, Brenda says, wow, love it. Lynette says, love these sets. The elf hat is calling my name. And actually, the elf movie is one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. Marla says, love Stamps by Me brand. Kathy says, this is so cute. Tricia says, love the bows. Don't forget, we had the bow earlier. Jennifer says, I have this kit. The leather effect papers are amazing, easy and fun to put together. Eileen says, hello. I just want to show you one quick tip because we are going to move on. We got to get in 3 more kits, believe it or not, before the hour's up. But here we go. Real beginner tip for you guys too. I just cut out the boot. If you want to kind of age it a little bit, I love this tip. It's a black ink pad or brown would look beautiful for a more vintage look. But what I do is you just scrape the edges of whatever you're working on, and it instantly adds really cool aging to it. I love the idea that Tony had of running this through an embossing folder to give it a whole bunch of more texture. But again, if you just want a really quick, easy technique, it's very much a beginner technique. But boy, I'll tell you what, you can do this technique on anything. It's just taking an ink pad, running it along the edges, and it will end up getting a more vintage or edged look. And when you see it finished, you'll totally get the idea. So that is my tip for that kit. All right, you're ready, Tony? We got to move on to kit number 3.
Kit number 3, magazine.
Here we go. Here we go. Correct? Okay, this is it. Okay, guys, now we're going to go to my overhead because this is awesome. I think this is, we've got great values from Tony. They always knock themselves out. But if you want to be chocked full of amazing technique, and that's why a lot of you guys join us every Tuesday night. We got hundreds of you on the line. This is the magazine for you. Look at the papers, look at all the stuff you can use, and then you get the techniques included. It is chock full of goodies. Now, she didn't stop there. You're gonna get this beautiful rose design. It's and stencils, which is a layering stencil. So it's the die and the layering stencils, which I'll show you in just a second. And look at the stamp set you're getting. It's all about blossoms and flowers, and you're gonna love this effect that it creates. You get all of this. Now, this is gonna blow your mind. You ready for this? $29.99 on 5 Flex tonight only. It's $6 to get this massive kit home. 18 of the dies, you get the die plus the stencils, and you get that amazing magazine that's so chock full of brilliant ideas. So Tony, gosh, thank you. This is a blowout kit. What do you love most about this kit?
I love our bookazine, Suzanne, because on the stamp set, it's got some of our most famous stamping techniques. We have lamination that makes you look like an artist, and we have reflection collection, where the image is reflected down to give you that look so you don't have to do the technique, which is this one. We have the gown, and we also have the florals. The magazine is packed with fun techniques for you all, and then you get the layering stencil system and the die. I'm gonna do the stencils for you very quickly. I do have a video of me doing a demo doing the trees. So I will show you that in a second, but let me show you some of these incredible samples. Look at the dimension in these roses. That's from the 5 layering stencils and the die. You get papers inside the magazine also, so you can be creative with the papers. You can use that stencil to your absolute gain with color, dimension. This is the reflection stamp set on here, but check out some of these cards. Now I'm going to show you a very quick and simple look at this one here. It's absolutely beautiful. Now I'm going to show you a very, very quick video of me doing a quick demo using the reflection collection. Then when I come back, I'm going to show you the stencils, just 1 to 5, and show you how beautiful the layering stencils make you look incredible as a card maker.
Oh, that's gorgeous. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh, Tony. Tony, you know what's funny? I'm going to have to rewatch this episode just to look at all those again.
Oh, that's super kind. It just really, it makes me very happy, Suzanne, because it really is as easy as just stamping the stamp out, and the fire in your belly you get when you create nice cards makes you feel great, doesn't it? So I'm just going to quickly show you. This is what you get in the kit, guys. All the papers, the layering stencils, the stamps. Suzanne's already covered it, but if you want in a glossy picture, there it is. But let's get on with demo because I know we've got a lot to get through. So 5 stencils, really quick. Stencil 1 I've just gone through. So 4 hearts in the corner. You can put some ink through to line them up if you want to, but I've just lined it up with the edge of my card. So number 1, pink ink. So number 1. Number 2, I'm just going to pop on top. Line it up with the edge of my card. You wait till they get to the end of this demo. You're going to be like, I can't believe I did that. So now we're going, I'm just using the same colour. Now you don't need speciality ink pads, any ink pads. Get your ink pads out and just use them. You're going to get some great results. So now my rose is coming together, number 2. And then we'll swap out for a different colour. Let's add a bit of purple. Just to add a bit of dimension. So just follow the steps. Each stencil is numbered. But again, we have QR codes in the magazine. There's also lots of tuition in there. So now we've got the centres there in purple. Next one is the green. I'll pop number 4 up here. So I've just lined it up with the edge of my card there. So let's go green. So all of this stuff you've all got in your stash. I'm confident you'll have all been watching the HSN Craft Days. You'll all have all of this lovely stuff. So you don't have to go out and buy extras to utilise the magazine kit. We do have another one coming up.
Just want to let you know, everybody's asking for another bookazine, girl. Kimberly says, please do another bookazine. Eileen, welcome. She's a first timer. Patricia said, Tony, you do the best demos. So glad you finally get the time to do them. Thank you, HSN. Look, we're thrilled when Tony's here because it is so much fun. You learn so much watching the show. Kimberly said, this is a great purchase. You will not be disappointed. Patricia, she says, I have the bookazine. It's my #1 favorite. Tricia loved the black bow. We did a little bit earlier. Again, Patricia also wants to know, will you do another one of those? Kathy says, I have the bookazine. It's fantastic, worth every penny and a super value. Rita said, this magazine is awesome. Love it. Patricia says, amazing. If you really want beautiful cards, buy this kit. Kimberly says, the gown lamination stamps are my favorite. One comes in this kit, which again, I think Tony will probably attempt to get to it. You guys, just the value of the stamps. This is a huge set of cool, cool stamps. So even if she can't demo it all, I know, Tony, you put up lots of videos, so can we scan and find how to use all these designs? I know we got a good look at this one here, but what about the rest?
There's tons of videos using just the papers, just the stamps, just the trees, just the dress. There's tons of inspiration, lots of QR codes in there for you. So you've got lots of glossy pictures in the magazine, but there's lots of QR codes for you to go and hit and just fully enjoy. So this one, I'm not going to cut it out, Suzanne, because I think you get the idea, but then it comes with the die. And then obviously when you cut it out, you can then 3D it onto the fronts of your cards. But these are the cards that you're going to be able to create. Now, you don't have to use the die. Maybe just use it in its simplest form. So you can use it as a sympathy card, an artistic card, a celebratory card, a thank you, a just saying hello card, why not? And these are some of the papers that are in there too. So I would say, if you haven't got this, this is the hero product of the show. It has over 40 5-star reviews. Now, that is totally unheard of, I'm told, by the buyer at HSN. For over 45-star reviews. But guess what? It's only got 40 reviews and all a 5-star.
Congratulations. It doesn't surprise me. And again, if you've never worked with these stamps, I'm telling you, the dress stamp alone, because it's a double stamp. Can you just talk about that really briefly, how some of these stamps work, especially the dress one, because that gown one is one of my all-time favorites. I love that. And then we have to move on to our next kit real quick.
Absolutely. So in the book, it shows you step by step, but our lamination stamps are as easy as 1, 2, well, 1 and 2, because that's how they go. So we've got it on screen here. So the coloured part is where you add the colour to your stamp and you spray. You've probably seen me do it on HSN a ton of times and get really nervous about it, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't for me. So you do the colour, you stamp it out, and then you add the detail in a black ink pad, a gold embossing, and then you get the dimension, and it looks like you've actually picked up a brush and just painted it. And they look like this on the stamp set. So this is where you add the colour, spray with water, then you add the detail. And we have a floral one, colour, spray with water and the detail. And you really do get that artistic feel within your card making. And nobody has to know that you didn't pick up a brush.
It's so great. And here's what's really neat too, if you've never tried the layered stenciling, because that's included too, it gives you a chance to do it. And she made it super easy. So love this kit. You guys are going crazy for it. Yay. Oh, Marla wants to know what brand stamping platform were you using? It was huge.
Oh, mine's, well, that's the Eureka here in the UK, but I'm doing something special for you guys. Stand by.
What? When? When?
March.
March of next year, new stamping platform. Yay! Oh my God, I can't wait. Okay, guys. Marla says this offering has everything in it. Lori says hello from LA. Hi, Lori. Debbie said I have this kit and love it. I need to get the magazine out because those papers are great. Yeah, like just the magazine is worth the price of admission, and I am not kidding you. To me, this is probably the best way. If you've never tried Stamps by Me, it is the best way to experience it because you learn so much and there's so much extra in here. These stamps will blow you away. It's a lot of really fun techniques. And then again, you get a full technique there. All right, so I'm getting the finger, which means I have to move on. So that is $29.99. Like that's the steal of the show right there. So I hope you all getting it before it's sold out. All right, here we go. We have another kit. We got 2 more to go. This one is huge. All right, to the overhead. Are you ready? What you're getting with this, it's called Tails and Tweets card making kit. So we're all about card making. You're getting 50 big cards. You're getting the 50 envelopes to go with it. You get our little Tweety Tweets, which we'll talk about those in just a second. Of course, you always get the scan with the instructions on it as well. You are getting a die because you're going to see it's going to work with the sentiments that she's included, and you could work it separately. You're going to get pop dots. There's a reason for that. And you're getting a giant a stack of these gorgeous, gorgeous cards to go with it as well. So Tony, I'm going to throw it to you guys. This massive kit is only $27.95. And with 5 flex pays, you can get it home. Listen to this. $5.59. That ends tonight. So Tony, gosh, I don't know where you're going to dive in on this one, but let's have at it.
404 elements in this kit, I believe, if memory serves me right. 404. So you get everything you need. You do not need anything else to create cards with this kit. Card blanks in. Envelopes, unless you, if you don't own a die cutting machine, you can cut those little banners out. They're not intricate designs. I've kept them super simple, but if you do have one, then you can pre-cut them. So your card blanks and your toppers and your little mounts all fit seamlessly within. So these are your sort of mounts that go on top of your card. You can see they've got a lovely frame in the center there. Really, really beautiful. Spread them out on a table and make 50 cards. You do have leftovers, so if you do want to make extras, you can. You don't have to use them as cards, just cards. You can use them as scrapbook pages too. So they're sort of, they look like watercolour. We've printed them onto this texture so it looks like watercolour. And then we get our little family of friends that fit seamlessly within the apertures of these mounts. So we have so much cuteness in here. We have, oh my goodness me. Baubles. So if these don't melt your heart, I'm not sure what will, but we have traditional ones also. We have the little brothers, the candles, the little robin. They're just absolutely beautiful. Now, if you want to make mini cards, you can do that too. But they're a thick weight. I think they're a 250 GSM weight, uncoated, so you can stamp onto them as well. So shall I just dive in, Suzanne, and do some demos?
You dive in, and I'm going to read some more comments, okay, girls? So you start showing stuff, and we'll go close up, and then I'm going to read comments, and we'll do it all at the exact same time. So here we go.
Okay.
Kathy says, Tony, you're my hero. Tana said, first Crafty with Suzanne video, joined late, but looking forward to seeing your show. Well, welcome, Tana. We are so glad you're here. You picked a great night to join us. Sue said, I'm getting yelled at, Tony. Sue says, dang it, Suzanne, you did tempt me enough to spend more money. Trust me,
Oh,
I think seriously, we've shown so many good kits. That skate kit blew me away. The bow kit is invaluable. That $29 Book a Zine kit that is just the knock yourselves out kit. You should just 100% get that one if you're trying to figure out what to buy tonight. Lori said, did I miss the link to shop the stuff I missed in the show? No. Okay, Lori, so if you look right beside Tony's pretty face right there, you'll see that scan code. You use your phone, open up your camera on your phone, walk right up to it. It'll change to the link, and it'll take you to an entire store that is just dedicated to our Tuesday night items. That's how you find it. Or go to hsn.com, and in the search engine, type HSN Gets Crafty with Suzanne. It will also take you to our own private store that has all the items that Tony and all of our other guests over the last few weeks, if they're available, that'll be there. Couple things, guys. You wanted to know where the Bells kit is. We're not showing it tonight, but it is available, right? We have the Bells kit. It is online. So if you saw the Bells kit in that video, we will get to the elf hat that was along with the skate. We do have the Bells kit. You'll just have to look it up, Stance by Me, and look for Bells, and you should find it. Also, marquee is in stock, and thank you, Jessica. She did put the marquee. If you saw the die cutting machine, and it's an embossing machine I'm working with, that is back in stock. You guys can pick that up before it is sold out. Lori said, gracias. Jennifer says, these are just sweet, beautiful colors. Kimberly says, in my part of the States, we don't see Christmas robins. They come in spring. They're so darn adorable, though. That mouse melts my heart. Oh, Julie says, the samples just make me happy. So pretty.
Oh, so nice, everyone. So I've just sort of like done a 3D card here. I've cut out, because you get so many, you don't have to be super like crazy and think, I'm not putting into that because I don't want waste. That's a 3D card, super easy. I'm going to do 3 little cards here. So what I did with this one was I added some gold sparkle to the back with my glitter glues, and then I 3D'd that mouse in the center there. But having the capability to make 50 cards with if sometimes we don't want to get all of our kit out, sometimes we don't want to have to pull all of our guillotines and cutters and things like that. Sometimes you just want to do a little bit of mindful craft. Well, this is totally empty the box, fast lane card making kit that's going to make all of those yummy cards, which you're not going to worry about the kids taking to their school or giving to their teachers, because they're pretty inexpensive. The quality is incredible, and they're super fast to make. So if you do get that 9 o'clock shout going, I need a card for tomorrow, well, you just empty the kit out and you can make a card in a few moments, because that's what's happened to me quite often of late with my son. Did I tell you, Mum, it's cooking class tomorrow and I need X, Y, and Z, and all the shops are shut? It's like, right. When did you know about this, Tom? Oh, I knew about it like last week. Okay.
Hey, by the way,
what are you making? A fruit salad.
Catherine says, love this kit. I finished all the cards. Remember, you're getting 50 cards and 50 envelopes. It's a heck of a lot of cards. I finished all the cards. Note, you can enhance the color using Tim Holt's Spirit Sprays, which would be beautiful because you want that vintage look that Tim's so famous for. That would be super cool. All right, Miss Tony, we are going to go to the final and last kit because we are almost out of time, and I'm so tickled we got through 5 huge kits. So this one is called, this one you're looking at right now is called Tails and Tweets Card Making Kit, $27.95. And again, 5 flex pays tonight only for $5.59. So that's that last kit. All right, here we go, Tone. We did it. The final and last kit. Look how darn cute this is. You saw it in the video with the bells and with the skates. So this is called Naughty or Nice Card Making Kit. It's $34.95. You're going to get the die set, which has 15 big pieces on it. Again, lots of extra embellishments you can use separately. You're getting 180 of the sentiments to go with it, and you're getting the 5x7 15 sheets, which includes the Naughty or Nice glitter effect sheets, and then you get what's called the textured print design sheets as well, and those are 15 pages each. So Tony, let's just go through this briefly if you don't mind.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So you get a packet of the textures, which is those traditional reds, greens, yellows. I've put them in all of the kits. So Twinkling Toes, the bell and the elf hat, you get a set of those because you have embellishments and I don't want you to have to go hunting. So you get a set of those. And in the boot, you got the leather effects. And in this one, you get the sparkly effects. I'll just very quickly show you. So you get the look of sparkle with no plastic. So the sheets of cardstock look sparkly, but they're totally not. It's an illusion on the eye. They're uncoated, which means you can die cut them beautifully. You can stamp onto them beautifully, but you have all of the traditional colours in there. So you have the naughty and nice sparkle, the full complete die set, the trim for the hat, more embellishments, candy canes, lollipops, bows, absolutely beautiful. And then we have those little miniature words which you tuck in as well. And I don't have a demo for this one, Suzanne, but I do have some nice samples to show you all. So look at those samples on there. I mean, they're beautiful on screen. We all know that, but let's just show you them just stood here. So you can actually create a 3D hat like we did with our skate if you wanted to. And you can see the candy canes and the lollipops and the stars. And this is one with Tom's name on, so you could personalise it for a party if you wanted to. But keeping it traditional, keep it minimalistic, and that bell and that trim is what Suzanne did, brushing over and distressing it with an ink pad further, and then more traditional colours in there as well, and then just hats on their own or hats 3D'd with a word on there. So you have total options. They work with the bows.
And we're getting asked the item number on it too, guys. It's 875934. 875934 is your item number. Trish said this is a beautiful kit. Love the hats. Lynette says definitely want this one. So Lynette, here's your number again, 875934. And again, with 5 flex, it's basically $7 if you get it before midnight tonight. Oh my gosh, we did it. I can't believe it. Tony, you guys are the best.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. And thanks, Suzanne. I love you so much. Thank you.
I love you too. And thank you so much. Everybody's just going on and on about how awesome it is just to see everything close up and to get time to actually really get through the ideas. So, and thank you for all the video support. That was amazing. So you just added so much to the show tonight, as always. All right, girl, I'll let you go for now. Get some sleep. But thank you again for joining us.
Hi, guys.
Bye. And that was Tony joining us live from England. That is where their studio is and where her company is. All right, remember, we had 5 kids. I hope you guys love the show as much as I did, right? I literally gonna have to watch this back because they did have so many great ideas from Tony, and I can't thank her enough for joining us because it's a lot of work for those guys over in England to join us at this time or in the US, but we love her and we love Stamps by Me. Please make sure to check out the entire Stamps by Me collection. There is tons of stuff on hsn.com, so you'll find it there. Little programming note, guess what? For 2 weeks in a row, it's a miracle. We're actually going to be on at 8 p.m., which is usually our normal time. Next week, crazy Beth Kingston's joining me. So all of you love Beth. We're going to take an in-depth look at her today's special, which is all about watercoloring. And I can't wait to have time to do it because between Beth and I, we're going to show you some super cool techniques with that. And we've got these massive kits we're going to show you. So we're going to do the today's special. If you missed out on it, we'll review that and really get in depth on it. And that's watercoloring, which is, I always say I'm a watercolor wannabe, and her kid has made me become a watercolorist. And then of course we have 2 really big boxes, these giant boxes of goodies that we're going to feature next week, and that's at 8 p.m. either on Facebook or YouTube. I want to thank all my crafting cuties for joining me. Everybody on YouTube, thanks for hanging out. Everybody on Facebook, thanks for hanging out. Thank you guys for a great show. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on HSN TV and then right here 8 p.m. East Coast time next week on HSN Gets Crafty with me. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye, crafting cuties.